green. When he hits 7, let me see, 7 would be the yellow. Then 8, he'll have the red, and then he knows that he has 30 seconds to go ahead and complete his speech at that point in time.
All right, thank you, Pam.
I'm the only guy today.
You are.
Why did that happen?
Does that
Uh-oh.
It's befitting that you're the speaker then as well.
All right,
So.
please let me welcome Mark Thompson as a speaker.
Thank you. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters.
Good afternoon.
And good afternoon, guests. How are we doing today? Dad, how are we doing today?
We're doing great.
Awesome. We're glad you're here. I just want you to know that. We're
Thank
really
you.
glad you're here. And Grace, we're also glad you're here today as well. Now, I thought about this title earlier this morning, and that is Love, Share, and Live Better. And I came up with that title because I was talking to my mother here the other day, and she says, Mark, I'm going to be sending you all the pictures of our family. I'm going through all of our pictures at home, and she had all these different old pictures. And we got to talking about these pictures, and I wanted to make sure everything was okay because she was sending me pictures of her. I'm like, Mom, you okay? I'm like, okay, good. Because my mom, here, long story short, here a couple years ago dealt with bone marrow cancer and was in-home hospice for 6 months and was able to recover from that, and actually now is back working and doing better and living pretty well for the most part. And, I began to think about that situation. And as she was telling me about all of these pictures that she's sending me, I was a little worried at first. We got to talking about health. And the conversation kind of went like, I said, Mom, so, what did my grandfather pass away from? And then she went in to tell me, well, he had this, and that. And what about my grandmother? Was there anything going on with her health when she was younger? And, on that side of my family, we dealt with diabetes and kidney issues. As a result, my mom has kidney issues. Her brother also had kidney issues before he passed. And as a result of that lineage, I have not, my kidneys work, but I'm below where they should be. That makes sense. So, let's say 100 is where you should be. I'm at 70. Now they work. Everything's good, but I have this hereditary thing going on that was good to find out about, because now when I go, get my physical and my blood work, I'm checking 1 for diabetes and 2 for kidney function. It's called GFR. I'm not sure of what that stands for, but it has something to do with filtration rate. And again, like my mom, she's at like 20, 22. She's really down there. I mean, not at the point of dialysis, but down there, but functioning where she doesn't have to deal with dialysis. And that conversation led to a conversation with my wife about her mom and parents and fathers, and it just sparked conversation about, okay, what did Uncle Tom, was there health issues with Uncle Tom? And the point I'm making with this, and here's where my title of my talk comes in, it is about love, share, and live better. I look at it like this: we have to love ourselves enough to ask those tough questions. If your parents are still alive, ask those questions about how did Grandpa pass? Or what health issues did he or she have? Or what about Grandma? What health issues? This way you know. And now you can pass that along to your, I don't have children, but many of us do. You can pass that information along so early on our children can look for those issues that maybe 2-3 generations before them, but could have an effect like me. Now, my doctor told me, he says, Mark, he says, there's one thing you have to always concern yourself with, and that is dehydration. He said, with someone with kidney function, again, yours is fine, but you're not optimal. I am below optimal. If you get dehydrated, it could have devastating effects. So that little bit of knowledge I took with me. So I had to go, okay, you know what, I have to love myself enough to ask my mom those tough questions. And I think we also have to, the share part, we have to be willing to be a little uncomfortable and share information about ourselves, maybe about our parents, that is uncomfortable. I mean, a lot of times we get our blood work and all of our diagnostic and we want to hold on to it. But, we are not just here for us. We are here so others in our family can live better. in their journey. And that little bit of information that we pass along could make the difference between a diagnosis at 25 or a diagnosis at 45, just by sharing the information. And I think if we do share the information that we get, again, maybe it's uncomfortable. You know, I'm not an open book, but I don't mind sharing my experiences for the most part. But I think if we put ourselves into the minds of our children, I don't have children, but I have nieces and nephews, so I put myself there, that if I had information that could help them, I definitely want them to know that. Now, obviously, you know, they don't need to know it at 5, but at 20, maybe they will need to know that information. So, again, the title of my talk today is Love. Love yourself enough to ask those tough questions. Secondly, share the information. And again, share to maybe it's a brother, letting, you know, you have information about yourself or your auntie that may affect your brother or sister. I mean, there's so many different ways things go out. And then, again, the goal, I think, for us is to live better by this information. So I encourage all of you to love, share, live better. Miss Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Martin, for your speech.
Jordan.
I do agree that
I think this one
the knowledge that you have, good